Well, let's talk about the missile that sat silent and then shook the United States. You're watching Times XP. My name is Meteor-3, and for years, one missile was always in the shadows. Not Chinese, not Russian, not Indian. A European weapon that the world kept on ignoring until now. And all of a sudden, after the India-Pakistan clash of May 2025, the United States quietly pulled this missile out of the shadows and began sliding it into the belly of its most powerful stealth jet, the F-35A. This is not a small upgrade, by the way. This is not routine testing. This is strategy. The Meteor returns, and that too after a war that it never fought. Let's pause for a moment here. So during the India-Pakistan clash, the world war, China's PL-15 missile every single where in the headline. Russia's S-400 dominating the long-range engagements. In fact, Bahamas stealing the spotlight. And the Meteor? Silent, invisible, missing from the battlefield. India used Rafales. India carried the Meteor, but Meteor never fired. Or if it did, nobody saw the proof here. And Pakistan? They fired the PL-15 and claimed multiple kills. India? They replied with S-400 kills and Bahamas strikes. But again, Meteor? It simply vanished from the narrative. Now here, Washington noticed that silence, and that silence spoke louder. Because while the entire world argued about PL-15 versus S-400, the Pentagon, they quietly moved ahead with its own plan. At Edwards Air Force Base in California, engineers rolled out the Meteor, opened the F-35A's internal bay and began a very delicate process. Ground vibration test, fit checks, hardware validation, all done quietly. No grand announcement, no flashy video. Just two photographs, both showing the Meteor inside the F-35A like it was always meant to be there. Basically, one missile, two missile, perfect fit. The message was very simple. Stealth plus Meteor could rewrite the rule of air combat. In the meantime, the US, the UK, Italy, all are moving in the same direction now. This wasn't just America's project. The UK, which depends on Meteor more than any other missile, had already run flight tests on its F-35B months earlier. Italy, it is sponsoring Meteor integration for the F-35A, and UK's future F-35A fleet will also benefit the US-led effort. Why? Because F-35 is supposed to be a global jet. Meteor is becoming the global missile, and then Brazil, it enters the chat here. Just days before the US revealed its test, Brazil did something dramatic. The Gripen E fighter jet fired a live Meteor missile against a maneuverable target drone, and it worked perfectly. This was not coincidence, this was momentum. One country after another testing the same missile within days. A signal that Meteor is becoming the world's favorite BVR killer. But the question remains, why did India not use the Meteor here? Now this is where the story gets uncomfortable. India had Rafales, India had Meteors, India faced the PL-15 missile launched by Pakistan's J-10 and Pakistan's JF-17 fighters, but still, Meteor did not appear. Was India saving it? Did it face restriction? Was the Rafale kept back from critical mission? Or did the Meteor fail to secure a kill? Nobody knows, but Delhi and Islamabad are controlling every single detail. What we know so far is this: the world saw PL-15 performance, the world saw S-400 performance, the world saw BrahMos performance. But Meteor simply went missing. And that is exactly why the United States moved so fast.